It doesn't matter what we have to do, we're just not going to give up. We're on our way to mastery, we're on our way to executing effortlessly. I think one of the things that bothers me the most is when people say, I've failed or I'm a failure. You are not a failure. It didn't work. It doesn't mean you're a failure. You've only failed when you've stopped trying to become the best you. When you have given up on you, that's failure. Not when you had a plan and it didn't work. If your plan didn't work, it's time to calculate where you made the mistake. It's time to do some introspection, taking a look within. It's time to gather the data that we need to gather so that we can understand how we're going to do this differently next time, right? Maybe we need to adjust the vision. Maybe we need to adjust the goal. It doesn't matter what we have to do, we're just not going to give up. You're not a failure. Just because something doesn't work, it doesn't mean that you have failed. It means that you're learning. If you endeavor to do something and it doesn't work, there's your classroom. When something does not work or doesn't work the way you think it should have worked, take notes. It is time to learn. It is time to get a better understanding of yourself, of your goals, your vision, and of what exactly you are trying to accomplish. It is okay if it doesn't work out. That's information. That is valuable to your next move. So we have to reframe the way we see failure. It's not failure. It is a necessary setback to set you up for a much greater comeback. You have to look at it as like a rubber band, right? Being stretched, right? And the more that rubber band is being stretched, the farther it can spring something forward. So don't look at failure as this is the end of the road. This is not the end of the road. This is just an obstacle that is going to help you better navigate the terrain of life. There's more for you. There's more for you to experience, and there's actually a greater place for you to get to. So use the failure because it's not a failure. It's actually your stepping stone. Everybody wants to win big, but don't underestimate the power of small, consistent wins. Consistency is more important than a big win. We are creatures of habit. This is how God designed our brains to be. We're just wired this way. So when we endeavor to do something and we keep doing it and we make it a habit and we do it over and over again, we build that muscle memory. It becomes second nature to us. It gets easier and easier for us to do it. When we pay attention to small, consistent wins, we build a rhythm, right? And when we're building a rhythm, we're on our way to mastery. We're on our way to executing effortlessly. So when we establish a culture, a personal culture that says, I am going to collect small, consistent wins, you will change your life. You will change the way that you show up because your habits are now reflecting where you desire to go. And you're going to keep working your way into a new level. So there are things that others have to offer, yes, but there are also many things that you have to offer. And it is important for you to utilize your energy in figuring out what is special about you. What do you bring to the table? Because you bring something to the table. And we're not going to be able to effectively contribute to society if we are focused on what someone else is contributing and how they're contributing it. We have to take a really good look at ourselves, appreciate who we are, how God designed us, and then we can make significant impact because we're no longer comparing. We are moving forward with a mindset set on improvement, solutions, and appreciation because we're all made to be different and add something. So we don't need to be focused on being impressive or getting affirmation from other people or getting too many opinions, so much so that we become confused about what we need to do, but we need to be clear on what it is that we need to accomplish for our personal growth and development, for the success of our families, for us to actually thrive and live a life of fulfillment and satisfaction, and to be effective, to be solution oriented, and to actually impact the world in a way that is meaningful. We have to learn how to minimize all of the distractions around us. And when we learn how to minimize all of those distractions, the chaotic world outside of us that is so loud and so fast-paced will begin to be more manageable because we slowed ourselves down because we're running our own race.